Hey everyone, my name is Corey James. We're at Lost Edge Tattoo again, and we're going to be answering some questions. Let's get into it. So these are some questions submitted by viewers. The first question is from @SameSella. What made you start doing realism tattoos? When I first moved to Austin, I worked at a lot of shops that only had traditional artists. So anytime someone came in and wanted a black and gray realistic tattoo, I kind of stepped in and did it. I started to fall in love with the light and shadow and the contrast of it. It really spoke to my style of the black and gray, kind of darker, surrealistic. Allowed me to use my imagination a little bit more. Just something that stuck with me, and I'm glad it did. Next one is from Brandium. Do you ever feel inspired from your clients? Actually, yeah, I do. I feel a lot of inspiration from a lot of my clients, hearing their stories about their career paths. They love to share their personal lives, and I think getting to know them over time, you start to get to know the client and you get a feel for what they might want to wear for a long time with their tattoo. I feel like there's something that you can learn from everybody. So yeah, I'm definitely inspired by my clients. The next question is from @Valotropolis. What is the biggest mistake young tattoo artists make when they are getting started? I think the biggest mistake that you can make in the beginning is focusing on just social media. You're better off spending your time more wisely on learning some of the more finer points of the art and some of the technical things before you really put yourself out there. Otherwise, you aren't going to be able to separate yourself if you don't have those skills before you spend all this time making social media videos. This is another one from @Valtropolis. If you were to tattoo anyone dead or alive, who would it be? Somebody asked me this question actually not that long ago, and I couldn't come up with an answer, but I thought about it, and I would want to tattoo one of the forefathers of America, like Benjamin Franklin or George Washington, just to see like how savage they were back in the day and hear the stories of how they came up with the idea to conquer a government and then create a new country. I think that'd be really interesting to learn about. The next question is from @ChrisF_14. Is there anything that you won't tattoo? Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that I wouldn't tattoo. Anything that's like gang related or hate related. I don't do color tattoos, not because I don't like them. It's just not what I do. It's not in my style. At Lost Edge, we have a lot of other artists that do those type of things. So we always try to guide the client to the artist that best fits that style. The next one is from Cosmic Cats. What do you do when a client passes out? You can usually tell that they're gonna pass out because they start to feel a little sick, and they'll kind of say like they maybe need a break, but they don't know why. You could take one look at them and their face is white and they are starting to sweat. In a very short amount of time, they're gonna pass out. Usually what we do is turn the fan on, number one, get them some sort of sugar like candy or a soda, give them a wet rag to put on their head. Then usually 10 or 15 minutes, they start to feel better. We continue the tattoo. Most people that either pass out or feel like they're gonna pass out, it passes, they're able to finish the tattoo. This one is from @Mila Moon. What's your advice for someone who wants a big piece but has never been tattooed before? Find an artist that has done big tattoos before and in a style that you're wanting to accomplish. Having the experience artist in the larger scale tattoos is really helpful because there's a lot of steps to it, and the experience can make or break the tattoo. @GhostJunkie. Is there a tattoo placement you secretly hate? Yes, it's not a secret. One of the most uncomfortable placements is a chest. When you're tattooing someone and you're not only in an uncomfortable position, you're also like inches away from the person's face, so you're like face to face, and a lot of times the client will want to like look at the tattoo while you're tattooing it. Beards are gonna touch and it's just weird. Lucky with 3 dogs. What is the longest session you have ever done? The longest single session that I've ever done was around 12 hours. It was pretty rough on me. I don't know how he did it. Every once in a while you just get one of those savage customers that just won't quit. As far as like tattoo sessions, I've tattooed somebody for 4 days a week for 6 weeks in a row, and we did his entire back from his neck to his knees. Texas.ellie.bright. Have you ever had to finish someone else's bad work? I have. It's not something that I do on a regular basis, but if it's a regular client that is getting like a sleeve or something and they have another tattoo that they're not happy with, it's something that I'll work with them on and at least make it new and make it blend in with his or her new work. Thank you guys for watching. Hit that like and subscribe button. Drop a comment down below if you guys have any other ideas you want to see. And if you're looking for a tattoo, lostedgetattoo.com in Austin, Texas. We'll see you guys on the next one.